This is our third video of the evening. You have the theme, the Reverend, and Grey Mouse 1, and enough with the formalities. We're just going to jump right into it. So, okay, look. Voltron is coming back. Voltron. Voltron is one of my favorite cartoons of all time in the 80s. And it had to be the Lion Force. It couldn't be the Vehicle Force. Fuck the Vehicle Force. It had to be the fucking Lion, that fucking blazing sword, which I wish that all me and Man of Arms Reforged would make. But I love Voltron. Now there's been a lot of versions of it that tried to bring it back already, and it didn't quite fucking work out.
Yep.
So they're gonna try to do it again. And this is by Dreamworks. Shrek better not, or Donkey better not make an appearance. But look, Voltron. What do you guys think about this?
Well, as long as they don't do the whole Benetton, fucking tolerant social justice warrior indoctrination that they did fucking with Voltron Force, oh, we gotta love everybody, and they...
Were they still chopping things up? You weren't supposed to love...
Yeah. I as long as it's not
Voltron's gonna talk to victory.
And they're not sitting there, like I said, they're not emphasizing that it's a Benetton act. It's fucking Voltron. It's always been a Benetton act, all right? But Voltron Force, they pretty much kind of tried to Captain Planet it, where they were emphasizing things that way, and yeah, it just didn't fucking work out. So, Voltron, actually, I've got very fond memories of Voltron. What I remember is that, like, the second or third fucking episode, as a little kid, I was sitting there, I was watching that, Robies comes down to the fucking kingdom, and he's stomping on shit, and I'm like, ooh, wow, it's big monster, so, and then, before they're able to launch Voltron out, they show the Robies picking up civilians and just throwing them in his mouth. I was like, oh, eating people and shit.
Eating people, yeah.
It wasn't like G.I. Joe where it was like, hey, look, they're blowing up another jet and people are jumping out in fucking
Those lasers never hit anybody. They hit planes, they hit vehicles, people would jump out, people would parachute from shit. Nobody, all this laser action, Gojo, Cobra, no one got fucking hit.
Yep, yeah,
Okay, maybe it was there's casualties in war, they didn't want to teach that shit, but fuck, it was a fucking battle, even, oh man, come on.
What about you?
With me, Voltron, again, it's one, oh god, man, very fond memories. I think that was the first cartoon I actually ran home from school to go watch. It just was that great.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, I remember when I was little, and me and pretty much everybody else in the school it was like a formal club type of thing. It was called the Union of Blazing Swords. And everybody that had a Voltron, regardless of what size it was, we would bring our blazing swords to school. No matter what size they were, like, are you part of, yeah. We had people from 1st grade up to the 5th grade in this fucking clique. It was cool. Because everybody's like, look, if you're not watching this fucking cartoon or if you don't have a fucking toy of it, come on, you have to have at least one of these lions. Now, oh, you got one? Okay, get the rest of them.
Yeah, I wasn't fortunate enough to be part of that.
Oh, I was. I guess I got lucky.
Lions,
But, I mean, look, I got lucky. I had all 5 lions. I remember even, you know how they had the cars where you pull back and they...
Yeah.
I even had that Voltron set.
Did you have the...
I remember running downstairs Christmas morning and it was already set up and it was set up with a blazing sword and I was like, holy crap! And I straight to it and I was like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and taking them apart and pulling them back and watching them go and I'm like, holy crap! Did you have
the die-cast ones or did you have the plastic ones?
Die-cast. This was the 80s.
Yeah.
Metal, where magnets just shoot towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucked up that they had to change them to plastic because people weren't watching their kids putting metal in their mouths. But fucking, the metal Voltron, oh my god, that was just his knit. And them things would not break unless you fucking put them through like compactors or some shit, or you had
they were Tonka truck. They were Tonka truck.
They weren't indestructible like the Tonka truck.
No, but they were Tonka tough.
But they were pretty up there. And well, everything was made of metal or hard plastic in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I wouldn't have headbutted a Cabbage Patch doll, maybe I would have been a politician or something. So that was just. But fucking anyway, Voltron, this new series coming out. Well,
Reverend, are they going to be doing a Japanese also? Is it coming from the Japanese side, or is it just the Western side?
This is Dreamworks, so I don't think.
Yeah,
because the original was actually from the Japanese.
Well, okay,
Peter Cullen did the fucking narration.
Yeah,
if you don't know Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime,
of course.
If you want if you want like a little bit of a back history on Voltron, okay, basically. The creator of the guy who went ahead and bought the rights for the Golion Force and the Vehicle Force back in the 80s, he took a cue from Harmony Gold, and what happened was that he basically bought the rights to distribute some animated series from Japan to go ahead and go ahead and amalgamate them. Make a few edits and everything, and turn them into one big series, like Robotech did. With Robotech went ahead and it took 3 different series.
Yeah.
Rewrote some of the script to go ahead and tie all the series together, and what ended up happening was that let's see here, Super Dimensional Fortress Macross, Southern Cross, and Genesis Climber Mos Pieta. Those became the Robotech series. All right. The thing about Harmony Gold and Carl Macek is that they never got around to making their own produced final series to go ahead and wrap everything up and make that their own franchise. The closest they got was that they put out 3 pilot episodes for the Shadow Chronicles, Robotech the Shadow Chronicles, back in like the late 90s, and that was pretty much that. Now with Voltron, what happened was that the guy who went ahead and brought it out, I believe it was Steve Sterling. He went ahead. He purchased the rights for the Vehicle Force and the Lion Force Voltron. Okay, I believe it was called Golion something, and then some other. Basically, there were 2 different series, and he brought them over to the States, set them up for distribution, and did a little bit of editing to some of the characters and everything to go ahead and tie them together. Where he succeeded that Harmony Gold wasn't able to do was that he actually put out the Voltron movie, which was that 5-part miniseries. That 5-episode miniseries to go ahead and fully tie everything together within the American continuity. Now, as far as it goes, the license has been around, available to the States, ever since 1984. All right. They went ahead and they did a revamp where they did Voltron Force. Yeah. Which came out in like 2012 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Which I think Toonami actually put it out, I believe. And while it saw a full 13 episode run, I believe it didn't receive that good of a reception.
It didn't catch on at all.
Yeah. I think what happened was that part of it was, like you said, it kind of felt at times like it was kind of like Captain Planet, okay? And they spent a lot of time outside of the robots, all right?
Oh.
Now
wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. One of the main meanings of Voltron was to look forward to getting these bots and chopping stuff up at the store.
Yeah.
He chopped up everything with the sword. Everyone was like, all right, here it comes. Form blazing sword. All right, now, chop it up. I got my picks for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chop that shit up. Yeah, well, now I can either go outside and play or go to school or do my homework. Yeah. Something like that, depending on what time that shit came on, man.
And I think what happened, too, was that the creative people who are behind, let's see here, Voltron Force, they were...
Actually, they had 26 episodes.
Oh, 26 episodes? Okay. I think what happened was that the creative people behind Voltron Force, they didn't exactly share the same vision as the people who did the original run. Voltron as a brand name is fully American. Okay, as an IP, it's fully American. The Voltron Legendary Defender, as it is now, it is going to be put out on Netflix June 10th, and it's going to be produced by Dreamworks. It's a fully American IP. All right, so it's going to be fully American produced and everything. If you look on the internet, you could look up Voltron Legendary Guardian trailer. You'll see the 45-second trailer that they put out. It's 3D rendered and everything else. It's not what's that like Pixar quality 3D rendering or what you'd see out of like a DreamWorks animated feature. But if you're familiar with some of the things that they've done, like actually, I don't even think it looks like the Ninja Turtles. They tried to do like a almost like a cel shaded 2D thing for Legendary Guardian. So
I just had a horrible thought. I'm trying not to look forward to a Michael Bay movie with Voltron. Please. Do not put Voltron on this planet Earth. Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't try to do that. It would not make any sense whatsoever. Please. Blowing shit up is fine, but you gotta get that story correct. It didn't take place here. Don't do that.
Well, you know, and then the difference in how Voltron looks, the face, and that chest piece. You know, it's kind of more neonish kind of thing. You know,
it's kind of Power Ranger-ish.
Yeah,
it's definitely
kind of the vibe I got from it too.
I mean, let's go ahead and show folks what we're actually talking about. Okay,
this is under fair use.
Yeah,
fair use.
Well, Voltron Legendary Defender. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
What's up, Gray Mouse?
Just the Mario.
Well,
okay.
Come on. Greatest of all time. Well, one of, I should say. Oh, man.
Okay, so this is what the brand new Voltron Legendary Defender design looks like now. Okay.
His arms. Maybe it's just the angle. It's just like, I don't know.
A lot of it is kind of the angle and other stuff. But this is what 1984 Voltron
used
to look
like.
Right?
Voltron, goddammit.
Yes.
So, like right off the bat, you could tell that he's not as boxy.
And
all right.
But it's a robot.
And the look on the cat's face too, man. I mean, this looks more like they're this is like roar, and the other one's like meow.
Kings of Jungle versus house cats.
Yeah, the cat looks tame.
Their mouths are closed.
No,
Reverend. It looks like the cats that are at your house just came together and just
formed Voltron.
You know what type of terror I would wreak on the neighborhood if I could do that with my fucking cats?
What? Well, Easter is tomorrow as we're making this video. Are you going to dip your cats and put them together and just put one of your weapons as a blazing sword in one of its mouths and just say,
my wife would kill me if she heard me say any of this stuff out loud. I would
probably say, "Hey, Theme thought of it." She'll probably try to come get that. But back on topic. Okay, look, I understand they're going to make it for modern times. I understand they're not going to have it looking exactly the same as it was, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, all right, you're gonna remake this. You got to do this shit correctly. You can't have them running around doing Power Rangers Sunday like after school special type garbage. You have to have a Voltron. Road Beast must come down, try to take over. You overcome some type of adversity with inside these machines. You form that fucking Voltron. Something tries to zap you. When you're lightning, it comes back at the Road Beast. They better do an episode paying homage to that. And you form this fucker up, you pull out the sword, you chop it out, and everyone laughs at the end. Ha 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 ha. And then that's it. You know.
Are they going to have the same enemies and everything? I mean, the same.
That's a good question.
It's from the description.
Gotar?
From the description and everything, it's still going to be
Hagar,
bad guys and everything else.
Yeah, Hagar, Zotar.
The other guys are going to be there,
and his son.
Yeah.
Are they going to bring the vehicle force in this?
No, they're only concerned with the.
That was okay. I do give that credit back then. They had two different Voltron shows. They had the vehicle force and they had the Lion Force, and they were doing it was the exact same story pretty much.
Yeah. Well, they tied it together. Like I said,
wasn't there like one episode where they joined together that both Voltron forces had to fight something?
Because I forgot because there are two people that are related. There's Pidge and I forgot the other guy name, but they were related, and that's how they tied that shit together. And they were both part of both Voltron forces.
So one thing too is the princess really wasn't part of the Voltron force until a little later. So right. I'm wondering, are they going to throw her in there from the get-go, or are they going to have an all men?
Well, that depends on if they decide to kill Sven off in the 6th episode like they did last time.
That was fucked up. But
the fucked up part about that was that he came back later on in this series.
That was stupid. Why did they might as well just say they kept the princess on there and just okay, fine.
Yeah.
This dude, do not fucking bring him back.
I mean, to be honest, she earned her place on the Voltron Force. Man.
Yes, she did.
She straight up earned her place, man. I mean, watch the series.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about remakes, all right? And we're at a time right now where if you think about a lot of the classics, I'm more concerned about whether or not the folks who are doing the remakes, if they're actual fans of the original, all right? I'm going to recall a lot of things right now that are reboots, all right, that have done good. Creed, remake, reboot, done good. The current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon right now, reboot, redo, done good, all right? Excuse me. This one possibly can be done good, all right? You know, it all depends on whether or not the creative people are actually fans. Okay? Now, just like any other animated series, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to watch like the first two or whatnot to see how they're done. The visual design and everything else in the style of animation, I kind of expected it. All right? So I really got no problems with that.
One thing is that, you know, obvious they went away from the Japanese style animation like they did in the original series, which, like you said, I have no problem with that. I mean, if you want to westernize it, that's fine. You know, the cell. I mean, for some reason, I guess that's the thing now. Everybody likes that cell-shaped cartoon.
Well, no, everything's animated digitally, anyways. Nobody does any drawing on cells. You know, standard conventional animation anymore. All right, nobody does conventional 2D animation anymore.
No, yeah.
Because of that, you know, when I saw it in motion, when I saw the trailer in motion, it was exactly what I expected. Okay, as long as it's not something like, I don't know, really janky and really out of place. Like, I don't expect to see Caillou's fucking bald head anywhere on Voltron cartoon. All right.
The thing is, though, I mean, like he was saying earlier, you know, for one, it's a robot. You know, it's going to have to be blocky, robot-y looking. It can't have, you know, like a normal. I don't know. It just got to me. It's got to be more robotic looking. you know, there's a lot of round edges on that still frame.
Yeah, but if you look at like designs of actual popular mechanics like cars and stuff like that, they went from a very sharp edged boxy design to rounder, smoother designs. Look at fighter planes.
Yeah. I understand that.
I mean, it's just kind of. I love the classic Voltron design, but if you sit there and you look at it, you're like, if you're somebody especially our age, you're like, yeah, that's something from the fucking 80s. It screams 80s. All right, you know, not that
greatest decade ever.
Yeah, you know, not that I'm saying that's the bad thing, but you know, you sit there, you look at it, you're like, yeah, it looks like it's something from that era, you know. And I'm not expecting an update to sit there and look like that. At least you sit there, you look at it, you're like, oh, hey, look, it's Voltron, you know. I've got no complaints on it so far.
Well, one thought that just came to mind too is that who's their demographic? Who are they aiming for? Are they aiming for us?
They gotta be aiming for us.
Or are they trying to bring in new?
Well,
they will have to do that too, but they gotta.
Here's the interesting thing. All right, remember it's on Netflix. All right, and it's not rated yet. So if they wanted to go ahead and make it like PG-13 or rated R, they could possibly do that. Okay, they're gonna sit there. The grand thing about them going ahead and doing it on Netflix is that they can go ahead and write everything out, make sure that since it's short run, everything is working from a writing standpoint, and then they can just go ahead and pump them out. It'll be available for everyone to go ahead and grab hold of and binge through, you know. And they won't have to sit there and deal with, oh, it's animated, it's going to be on TV. It doesn't matter if it's cable or not, or broadcast TV. It's going to have to sit there and go through like 10,000 fucking focus groups, make sure that it has to answer to some sort of anti-bullying squad or other fucking toy manufacturers or other shit that's out there. Okay, like if you ever look at any of the stuff that they have on Toonami on a regular basis now. Okay, a lot of the stuff is really nonsensical shit that they can make toys out of to go ahead and sell to 12-year-old kids.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't going to be on Toonami. You know, so that right there to me, it gives me a little bit of hope that they're going to go ahead and treat it with some respect.
Well, I mean, and again, you know, we're going to have to watch, like you said, we'll probably have to watch 1 or 2 or 3, 1 to 3 episodes to actually get the feel of it. But are they going to do a backstory or something of it? I mean, how are they going to start it?
Most likely in the first couple of episodes, or maybe maybe they'll have a premiere type of thing. But remember, this is going to be on Netflix. This is not going to be on regular television.
No, I know. I realize that. But I mean, are they going to?
I get what you're saying, though, Grey Mouse. Are they going to have to?
Are they going to have to go? Well, just like in the original, are they going to have to go find the lions and then learn how to form Voltron?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a reboot retelling. All right, it's not gonna follow the original storyline. Beat for beat. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a lot of nostalgic people will say, hey, look, it's just like the original Voltron. You know. Maybe it'll fall under that the Force Awakens type of effect of nostalgia and influence. All right, and that's that right there. That's a good thing and it's a bad thing. All right.
What, Keith ain't going to say anything?
What's up?
Nothing. Nothing. Forget it. I was being a dick. I said that. What, Keith is in there?
I got what
in the helicopter view. Or come on, man.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna have their say. All right. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be 13 episodes that they're gonna be dumping all at once. All right.
13?
Yeah.
So it's already been. So we already know how long it's gonna be.
Yeah.
For the first season, yeah.
Yeah.
13.
Wow. 13 episodes. June 10th is when they're going to release it out on Netflix. All right. And like I said, since they're not going to be dealing with the broadcast TV and all their constraints, standard.
That sword better not come out one of the fucking legs like RoboCop. Please.
Yeah.
Form it the way it needs to be. Please don't have it come out of the chest or appear out of a star or something. That'll piss me off.
Or come off the back.
Well, if that happens,
I can accept that.
Yeah.
To a point. But don't have it RoboCop out of somebody's leg.
No, it needs to form Blazing Sword. Kind of.
Don't have 5 separate parts of sparkle out of the lions and form to one fucking sword. Don't fucking do that. Please.
Highlight it.
Don't do a Final Fantasy command or materia or please don't fucking do that.
Well, actually, you know what? Now that you mention that, you know how Final Fantasy 15 is that you don't actually carry your weapon; it just like appears in your hand.
What?
So they'll probably do something like that.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, you don't actually have your weapon. It just when you go into battle, it just appears in your hand.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, look at it.
No!
I played the demo.
Please let that just be the demo, because it's a demo.
No, that's the way that's the battle system now, dude.
That's not the most egregious thing that's happened. To tell you the truth.
But anyway, I mean, that's maybe I see it that way. That's what they're going to do with Voltron. It's just
have the Blazing Sword at least have a resemblance.
Yeah.
Well, the Blazing Sword's not going to look the same. I mean, it's probably going to be completely different.
It better have sharp edges.
They better chop some robots in half.
They better have a curved sword. They have a curved Voltron now. They better not have a curved sword.
Oh, God. Like a rapier or something? No.
Form Blazing Spoon?
Form Blazing Katana. Yeah.
So,
they have to have some sort of design. They just can't have a straight blade. That just...
Yeah.
There has to be something unique about that fucking sword. I want that sword still. If fucking Man-at-Arms Reforged or Man-at-Arms, if they make that fucking sword, come on, please make that fucking sword.
Have you, is there any music so far? Is there anything other than just still frames in the trailer?
No, there's just a trailer and that's it right now.
Well, this is going to be out in June, so it's still got
some time. I'm just kind of curious on how the intro is going to be and whatnot.
No, I mean you can sit there and
play the original music tune or whatever.
Well, what would be nice? What would be nice if, like the Reverend was saying, which I'm concerned about too, is there's a difference between they're being made by fans versus somebody just taking the helm of an IP that don't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I prefer, it's my opinion, I prefer the fans to take care of it because I know at least a fan of the series will stay true. Of course, they're going to modernize it, of course, but stay true to what Voltron is and what it does.
These motherfuckers are going to be running around with cell phones and taking selfies and
yeah, they better not modernize it like that, man.
They're going to tweet as they're fucking chopping up robies.
Yeah, no, they can't modernize it like that, man.
Form Blazing Sword. Tweet it. No, come on.
You guys are talking about Zoolander too. Not Voltron. Yeah. But yeah, Voltron Legendary Defender. I think to tell you the truth, there are very few things that I am very unapologetically biased toward as far as being able to be entertained by, and gigantic animated fucking robots just alongside of gigantic radiated lizards.
Monsters,
right?
Yeah. Well, lizards specifically.
Yeah, those tend to fucking entertain me, all right? It's one of those things where it's like,
well, if you grew up in the 80s, it pretty much entertained a lot of guys.
Yeah, so when it comes to this, I'm willing to give it a try, and since it's going to be out on Netflix, yeah, we're not going to have to sit there and worry about waiting for.
I just have a couple of rules here. Don't let the princess be the leader and be inside the Black Lion. I would not be too happy about that.
Well, okay. Remember how I put out like, okay, these are my qualifications for
or Pidge
no,
or what, Hank?
I'm sorry, Keith has to be the leader, dude.
Keith has to be the leader. That's what I'm saying.
It just has
no one else on that team could be the leader. Don't change their names. Don't.
Well, maybe Hunk, maybe, right?
No.
Yeah. No, but remember how I put out my rules?
He was kind of dirt.
Yeah. Remember how I put out my rules for like, okay, this is what I consider Godzilla to be?
Yes.
We might as well put out rules of what we get.
That's what I was just about to say. We got to pull out some rules here.
Okay, so
Keith has to be the leader. The blazing sword has to be full. Look, there's no exception to that. I'm sorry, unless he pulls it out. But don't have him power of Greystone like He-Man. No, don't
pull it out and do this. No.
Okay. Or the blazing sword.
So we've got some things that got to be there.
It can't take place here on Earth.
It can't take place here on Earth. Okay.
No, not in modern times where people are walking around with phones, tweeting, and no. Sorry.
One thing too is the lions. They represent like water and ground.
I agree with that. You got to represent those elements.
So we've got 5 lions, 5 different colors, 5 different.
If they fuck up with 6 lions or 7 lions, maybe that's what that plate was for. It's another fucking.
No, they only showed 5 lions in the trailer. All right.
I know.
There's only 5, man.
There better be only 5.
So they've got to have a crew of 5 people.
It better be the same crew.
All right.
They can't change any of those fucking members.
The character names and everything else, I believe, are they've already mentioned that they're going to be the same.
Okay.
So, what is it?
Keith has to be the leader.
Keith, Lance, Pidge, and Sven, and then Princess Allura later.
Yes.
Right.
And have her there. Don't fucking make this shit without her, or without her being in the fucking lion. It wouldn't make any fucking. I would
be there.
I would stop watching by that principle alone if she wasn't one in the fucking blue line.
Because wasn't there the thing about Prince Zarkon always trying to get in her pants and everything like that? Yeah. Okay. So there's got to be the princess, and
I wonder if they're gonna have those mice.
Evil prince. I don't care for the mice.
Well,
they did have the missing key at the.
They did some things though. I mean, they were important in the story.
Well, again, that was the first fight. What they were, they actually helped out, and they actually
found the key. I think they found the Black Lion key. To be honest,
they had it.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, well, that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Are they going to have keys to the lions? It better not be like a standard key. You know,
they're going to log in.
You have your no.
They're going to tweet and they're going to get in their lions.
They better not just press a button and no.
Okay, so lions better be in those hidden points. Like Greybound said, they better be in their elements and their hidden points.
We gotta have the 5 crew members. All right. They've got to have the flying fucking castle. All right. Princess's castle better fucking fly. All right.
Hey, look.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue that.
No arguments here either. No objections.
And we got, if he busts out that sword, motherfucker's got to be cut in half.
Chopped.
Hit the fucking toe.
Chopped in half. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, there better be chopped. There better be lightning and all that shit. Like, you know, when they blow up. Look.
Explosions. Look. Okay, Michael.
Voltron better stand there like, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
With that turned.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
And have the fucking Akuma fucking heaven signal here in the back when he's done.
After the explosion.
You don't have to show, you don't have to show Voltron coming apart because that never happened. But you have to fucking have.
You have to have them forming
that we're familiar with, and you have
to have Voltron forming. We have to see the lions come together.
If they just come together and then bam, Voltron, no, that's not enough. You gotta show the fucking feet and legs come in and the head lightning and all that shit.
Yeah, all
it
that.
has to take 5 fucking minutes. Okay, that's exaggerated, but still.
So what about does he have to say form arms and legs and
You gotta say that too. Form feet, legs, form arms and body, or arms and torso.
I'll form the head.
The head. And they gotta do their posing, and when the lions
That rock. Yeah.
okay, maybe that's going a little bit too far, but everyone that may be watching this video, you know what we mean. That some of that shit has to pay homage. Most of that shit has to fucking be there.
Even to this day, I still don't understand after they form Voltron, the lions like growl at you, you know, from the feet. I'm like,
Hey, that was just fan service.
I know it was, but that was hilarious though. Man, like,
When Voltron gets hit, all 5 better react to it.
or like when they're under some kind of stress or whatever, you gotta have.
Yes. All 5 better react to it because they were one. They felt all the pain, all that shit.
Man,
We are such unabashed geeks, I swear.
Wait, say again?
We are such unabashed geeks.
Look, I watched that show religiously. In fact, you guys can even watch that shit tonight. I mean, every day, I tell you, every day I ran home, literally ran home from the bus stop.
I choked my sister out when she changed the channel from watching Voltron once. She tried to watch My Little Pony or some shit. I was like, if you do not turn this TV back to these robots with these lions, I'm gonna choke you. And I kept my word, and I was like, don't you ever change that shit again. Not when this is on. Maybe I'll have an exception for everything else, but not for this. Not for Voltron, not for that shit.
The thing is, too, is like, after...
They better not fight putties before they get into the fucking line. There's so much shit that's going to be in the fucking way in order to have this Voltron for what, as far as we remember. But look, guys, we're running out of time here. Let's just close this out. Voltron better be Voltron. I hope it's good. I'm looking forward to seeing this shit on Netflix. I mean, damn. Anyway, questions, comments below. Subscribe. Tell us how you feel about this as well. For the Reverend, for Grey Mouse 1, this is the theme. Voltron, you better be fucking good, and we'll see you later. Credits.